You ever read the same sentence 3 times and somehow remember less each time? Or sit down to work, open your laptop, and completely forget why you opened it? You check one notification, then another, answer one email, open another tab, 30 minutes disappear, and somehow you're even more overwhelmed than when you started. Stop. That's where almost everyone gets this wrong. They think they need more caffeine, more sleep, a better morning routine. They don't. Your brain isn't broken. Your intelligence hasn't disappeared. Your mental filters are congested. You're trying to think through a window that's become covered in fingerprints. In exactly 10 minutes, we're going to clean that window. No supplements, no gimmicks, no productivity hacks, just 3 simple steps that will help your brain start working the way it was designed to. Let's start the clock. The first mistake most people make is trying to organize their thoughts while they're still carrying all of them. Imagine trying to clean your garage while holding every box in your arms. You can't. Your mind works the same way. Mental fog usually isn't caused by one giant problem. It's caused by dozens of unfinished ones. The email, the groceries, the appointment, that text you forgot to answer, the bill, the presentation, the promise you made yourself. Every one of those is another open tab quietly draining your attention. None of them feel heavy by themselves. Together, they slow everything down. So grab a piece of paper, not your phone. Paper. For the next 2 minutes, write down absolutely everything that's occupying your attention. Everything. Don't organize it, don't prioritize it, don't solve it. Just get it out of your head. Your brain wasn't built to hold every unfinished thought all day. It was built to process them. The moment those thoughts exist somewhere outside your head, your brain finally stops trying to protect them. If you're already feeling just a little lighter, good. That means step 1 worked. But here's where almost everyone stops. They empty their mind, then wonder why the fog comes back an hour later. Because clearing the clutter isn't enough. Imagine wiping a dirty window clean while someone keeps breathing on the glass. It doesn't matter how well you cleaned it. The fog simply returns. Your thoughts aren't the only thing that's overloaded. Your nervous system is too. If we don't calm that down, everything you just wrote will slowly work its way back into your attention. So, let's make sure the window actually stays clear. Mental fog isn't only happening inside your thoughts, it's happening inside your body. Think about how your day normally looks. Notifications, emails, messages, videos, conversations, tabs. Every interruption teaches your brain to stay alert. Eventually, it forgets how to settle down. So here's what I want you to do. Drop your shoulders, take a slow breath in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it for 7. Now slowly breathe out for 8. Let's do one together. Again. One more. Notice something. Your thoughts probably didn't disappear, but they became quieter because your breathing just told your nervous system something your thoughts haven't accepted yet. The emergency is over, and once the noise begins fading, your attention finally has somewhere to go besides survival. Now, your mind is finally ready to focus. The mistake most people make now is choosing the wrong thing to focus on. Look back at the list you wrote. Don't choose the easiest task. Choose the heaviest one, the one that's been quietly stealing energy every hour you've avoided it. Here's why. Most people think mental fog comes from too much work. It usually doesn't. It comes from carrying too many versions of yourself at once. The employee trying to finish the report, the parent already thinking about dinner, the partner replaying last night's conversation, the friend who still hasn't answered that text. Every version of you wants your attention at the same time. Your attention gets divided long before your energy does. Set a timer for 4 minutes, just 4. During those 4 minutes, one task, nothing else, no messages, no switching tabs, no multitasking. When everything feels important, nothing receives your full attention. Choosing one heavy task isn't just about productivity. It's your way of telling your brain, this is who I need to be right now. And something remarkable happens. The paralysis starts breaking, not because the task became easier, but because your mind finally stopped negotiating with itself. Momentum isn't the reward for clarity. Momentum is what creates clarity. Most people wait until they feel focused before they begin. The people who consistently regain their focus begin before they feel ready. If there's one thing I hope you remember, it's this. Mental fog isn't always telling you you're exhausted. Sometimes it's telling you you're carrying too much, too many decisions, too many expectations, too many unfinished conversations, too many responsibilities that were never yours to carry. Your brain wasn't designed to hold your entire life in active memory. It was designed to focus on one meaningful thing at a time. The fog isn't proof that you're failing. Sometimes it's proof you've been trying to be too many people for too many people. So the next time the fog rolls in, don't assume something is wrong with you. Empty the waiting room, calm your system, move one heavy thing. 10 minutes, that's all it takes to begin reclaiming your attention. If you try this today, let me know in the comments which of the 3 steps made the biggest difference. And before you leave, take one more look at the list you wrote in step 1. If most of it was made up of other people's problems, you probably don't have a focus problem. You have a boundary problem. And that's exactly what we unpack in Stop Saving People Who Wouldn't Do the Same for You. I'll see you there.